Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he founded. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. But what do they all have in common? They turned their failures into fuel for success. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a necessary step toward it. And yet most of us fear failure more than anything. But what if I told you that failing, yes, actually failing, could be your greatest advantage? 1. Failure is feedback, not a finale. Imagine trying to learn how to ride a bike. You fall, you scrape your knee, you wobble, but eventually you get it. No one quits because they fell once. So why do we treat life differently? A study from Northwestern University found that people who experience early career failures are more likely to achieve greater long-term success than those who don't. The reason? They learn, adapt, and come back stronger. So the next time something doesn't go your way, don't see it as an endpoint. See it as valuable data. Every mistake gives you insights on what not to do next time. 2. The growth mindset that changes everything. Psychologist Carol Dweck's research at Stanford introduced the concept of a growth mindset, the belief that intelligence and abilities can be developed through effort. People with this mindset don't see failure as proof they're not good enough. They see it as proof they're growing. When Thomas Edison was asked how he felt about failing 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb, he famously replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That's the mindset of true innovators. Failing forward, using mistakes as stepping stones. 3. Why perfectionism is holding you back. Perfectionism is often disguised as a good trait, but in reality, it paralyzes people. Many are so afraid of making a mistake that they never even start. But consider this. Some of the greatest breakthroughs happen not because people waited for perfection, but because they acted despite imperfection. Think about Amazon. Jeff Bezos started it in his garage with a small team, knowing full well it wasn't perfect. But he launched anyway. Imagine if he had waited until he had the perfect system in place. Amazon might not exist today. The lesson? Start now. Improve as you go. 4. Learning from failure. A practical approach. So how do you actually learn from failure? Here are 3 simple steps. Reflect without emotion. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, analyze the mistake as if you were an outsider. What went wrong? What was in your control? Extract the lesson. Identify what you can do differently next time. Maybe it's changing your approach, preparing better, or seeking help. Take action immediately. Don't dwell on failure. Use it as motivation. Make an adjustment and try again. Smarter this time. 5. The failure resume method. Princeton professor Johannes Haushofer created something unusual, a failure resume. Instead of listing his successes, he listed his rejected job applications, failed research projects, and lost opportunities. Why? Because it showed that failure is part of every successful journey. If you only see people's achievements, you'll think they got there effortlessly. But behind every win is a string of setbacks. Try this for yourself. Write down your past failures. Then next to each, write what you learned. You'll realize you've grown more than you thought. The only true failure is never trying at all. Every mistake you make, every rejection you face, and every setback you experience is teaching you something valuable. The key is to listen, learn, and keep moving forward. So the next time you fail, don't see it as the end. See it as the beginning of something greater. Fail, learn, repeat, succeed.